everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guess what I'm doing today? Yet another one of these. I've done many of these and I don't really know why. Well, I think I know why. Because it's always changing. It's always changing what I'm about to do. Also kind of like my hair. My hair is like always changing in these videos. I'm trying out a new thing with my hair today because my bangs are so long that they're starting to get in my eyes and poking me in my eyes. So I did this thing where I kind of like straighten them to the side. They definitely look different on camera than they do in real life, and they look a lot better in real life. Anyways, so today I'm going to be doing the makeup routine that I do nearly every day for you guys. Let's get started. So I already put on like all my skincare products and stuff, so I'm ready to start off with my makeup. So the first thing that I do after I've done my skincare is I prime my face. And it's usually between 3 different primers. I use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the Milk Hydro Grip. And if I do the Milk Hydro Grip, I just leave it at that. But if I do the Poreless Putty Primer, I also put some of this e.l.f. Prep and Blur Stick on it. And I think I'm going to do the Hydro Grip today. Yeah. So I'm just going to put that all over my face. Okay, so once I have my primer all on, it kind of just depends on the day. Sometimes I switch up what steps I go with first, but I always do primer and skincare first. But I think I'm just going to start off with some concealer. I forgot to grab the concealer that I usually use, so give me a minute. I usually use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit in the color Light. It's like the Light palette. And I use this color right here, which is the color Fair. It's like the perfect color of like concealer for me in the winter time. And I just grab it on like a concealer brush and just put it on areas that need it. I usually don't actually like to wear a lot of face makeup lately, especially because my skin has been pretty clear. Knock on wood. Yeah, I usually just put it on some pimples, a little bit underneath my eyes. I don't really mind the look of my under eye bags. I just kind of do this as a bit of concealer primer around my nose because I have like a birthmark there. And then I'm gonna put a little on my cheeks right now because they're like really red. And yeah, I just kind of put it on spot areas. I don't really put it all over my face, so it kind of looks like I did today. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna blend that in. I either do it with like a brush or a beauty blender. I'm gonna use a beauty blender today. This is like an e.l.f. sponge. It's not, if you were wondering. Okay, and then once I have my concealer all blended in, I put on some of this, I think it's Makeup Revolution. It's like a translucent powder. It's not that translucent, so I wouldn't recommend it to people with darker skin tones than me. But I really like the powder though, and I know they have multiple different shades. So yeah, I put some just in the cap of the container, and sometimes I will set my face with like a wet beauty blender, or I'll just use like a brush. Lately I've just been using a brush. I've had this brush for so long, like the name wore off, so I don't know where it's from. But yeah, and then I just set all the areas I put my concealer in or where I'm oily. Okay, and then once my face is all set, I like to start my eyeshadow. I really like this Lisa Frank, the Lisa Frank Morphe palette. It's the 35B palette actually, that they discontinued a couple years ago, but they brought it back with the Lisa Frank collab. And I take the color Max Splash, which is the black in the palette, and a lid brush, kind of like this. It's covered in black eyeshadow because I use a lot of black eyeshadow. And I just get a decent amount on the brush, tap off any excess. And then here, I'm gonna like try to get close to the camera so that you can see this better. Basically here, let me grab like a tiny little mirror So what I do is I just kind of put this on as like some eyeliner. So it's pretty thin. Just kind of watch me do it. It's kind of hard to explain. So yeah, I do that on my like upper lash line and my lower lash line. And then once I have it on, I'll blend it out with like a brush or my finger because I don't want it to be so harsh. And then I just take that same eyeshadow color and brush and put the black eyeshadow on my lower waterline and my upper waterline. So look away if this will like creep you out or like trigger you. And then once I have that on, I just put the color Rory, which is this color right here. This color, I put that color in my inner corner. And the brush, like I said before, I'm trying to mention what brushes I'm using. I had this brush for like, it's the same like type as like that big fluffy brush that I have. Since I've had it for so long, the thing kind of wore off. But then the brush I'm using for like my inner corner is one of these BS Small brushes. I got them off of Amazon. And it doesn't say the type of brush it is on this brush, but yeah, that's what I'm using. And then I'm just gonna do the same exact thing on the other eye. Okay, so now that I have both eyes done, I will do my eyebrows. Sometimes I fill them in. Mostly I just use some eyebrow gel to keep them in place. This is the eyebrow gel I use is this NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. And yeah, I just kind of set them in place. The next thing that I do is I will do the rest of my face makeup. So I like to use this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have no idea what brand or anything like this. I don't know what brand this brush is. I think my mom got it for me for Christmas one year, so it's kind of, I think it was supposed to be like a blush brush, but I use it for contour / bronzer. Yeah, I just get, you know, tap a couple times, tap out excess, and then just put those where I want to contour my cheekbones, on my forehead right here, and like on the side near like my temple right here. And once I have my bronzer on, if it is a little harsh in some areas, I'll kind of blend it out with a beauty blender or like a fluffy brush like I used for my face powder. And then once I have my bronzer on, I do blush, and it really depends on the day, but I choose between 3 different blushes because I really like blush. I choose between this Milk Makeup lip and cheek tint in the color Work, and then this e.l.f. Always Cheeky blush, and this Maybelline Cheek Heat blush cream in the color Rose Vibrant. I usually use this when I have like really no face makeup on at all, like a really natural look, and then this when I have face makeup on and want a cream blush. I think I'm gonna use this today. I just kind of swipe it, put a little on my nose, and then I blend it out with a beauty blender. Because I like blush so much, I will just set it. I will set the cream blush with some e.l.f. Always Cheeky blush. And I do this too if I use the Maybelline Cheek Heat cream blush. Oh, and I forgot to mention the brush that I use is, I actually have the name for this one. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. Looks like this. And the last step that I do with my face makeup is I put on some highlighter. I use this e.l.f. Baked highlighter, and e.l.f. Baked highlighter. It used to be like half highlighter, half bronzer, but then I took all like the bronzer out and like flattened it to make it one whole highlighter. But the color I used is I use is Bronze Glow, and I use just like a fan brush. I don't have the brand or anything for this because my Nana got me like this brush set for Christmas. Okay, and the last few steps that I do are mascara and my lips. So I'm gonna start with mascara. I like to curl my eyelashes with an eyelash curler. This is like a Sephora one. This is actually like supposed to be like a lash blender when you put on like false eyelashes, but I bought it by accident because I thought it was a lash curler, but it's actually a pretty good lash curler. So yeah, I just curl my eyelashes. And I don't know if this next step really does anything, but I like to brush them out with like one of these kind of brushes. I do the fluffier side. And then this is my favorite mascara. I love this mascara, but I prefer the non-waterproof kind. The one that I'm using right now is waterproof. It's pretty hard to get off, but it's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. It's really good. I really like it. And yeah, I just put that on my upper and lower lashes. And the last step that I do in my makeup routine is my lipstick or lip gloss or lip oil. It kind of depends. Honestly, my makeup, this makeup routine can really vary, but this is usually what it looks like most of the time. I think I'm gonna do actually some just tinted chapstick. This is like a Burt's Bees one. I took the label off at some point, but yeah. Funny thing is, when I had like a makeup Instagram, like an account dedicated just like an Instagram account dedicated to just makeup looks, I tagged like Burt's Bees when I used this like chapstick, and they liked the post, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I like it a little glossier, so I'm gonna add some of this Florence by Mills Glow Yeah lip oil over it. And that is the finished makeup look tutorial. Here's a closer look at it. Ooh, I love how it came out. Yeah, that is my updated makeup routine that I've been doing for like about a month or two now. And I really like it. I really like it. And I hope you guys do too. Maybe you'll recreate it and you can look just like me. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've been enjoying that I've been posting a lot more recently, because I don't know why, I just got a big spurt of motivation to do it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I love you all so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Mwah.